which is labeled as paneelikeskustelu, panel discussion in the program, where we can somehow try to gather some of the things that we've discussed and heard today, and maybe have a little conversation together about the futures of these things. But first, Sirkku,
hello, thank you for everybody, and thank you, Maija, for asking me. I have to say that I know Maija because we were classmates since
10 years old.
When we were 10 until the end of the primary school. And that's why we know each other, and we just met a few months ago again as an adult. After teenage
over
years.
20 years, yes.
Yes, and we recognized we had something similar thoughts about many things, and that's why I'm here today. So my profession is I'm a visual artist, contemporary visual artist. I do printmaking as my main form of art, and I also do some video works and sound works. But my main form is printmaking. And why so? It's because I've been frustrated for language. I don't know the language of mathematics. For me, it took a long time before I could really speak with words about my thoughts. I come from the family where speech was not so important. It was not. Before I went to school, I had to really use words really strongly to say what is my opinion of something. I've always used emotional, like touch or visual things for thinking. So the words came after school and after academic work came to my life. My parents are really sporty and physical, so I've been physical also. And that's why I've been frustrated to words. And printmaking gave me one answer. It gave me hand, which was familiar to me, and it gave also three-dimensional structure, a little bit similar than you have in mathematics. You can how to use colors, how to use layers, how to think, and be alert in my way with hand, with my physicality. And I could also do two-dimensional things. So for me, important is hand, it's eye, it's heart, and my body and brains. And as a human, I found, okay, art, visual art, I can be I can be a good person, and I can give the best I can in this life. if to be honest. So I have two different. Because artist always has to choose. It's political also how we talk about things. And I've chosen two different ways to talk about the life with printmaking. I do big-scale installations where when I produce my works, I almost become like a machine who first I have the idea and then I produce it, and after there is a chapel or something like that where people can go inside. It's like you go to the symphony orchestra concert and you hear the whole story. Okay, and then the other form that I've chosen is old-fashioned tableau. Sorry, now I'm mixing two languages. I'm mixing French and English because I just came from Brussels where I use the mixed language. So sometimes I maybe give you French words, but don't worry about it. So one picture, one image is another. And for me, one image is a reference to song or poem. It's a short sentence, short window to something what is important, and it's framed. And I try to have, for this format, when it's like this, something important and intensive, some kind of feeling, some kind of it moment of life. And when I do the chapel, I try to do it in the how can I say, it's more like DNA is going on. We are part of something bigger, and this is like just a little moment of human life. And of course, I did not bring here for one day installation, but I want to show you when I work with installation, I use really thin material, paper mostly, because it's easy to roll and it's easy to go and fly somewhere with these works and put it back, so it's practical. But also it's challenging. It gives my body a challenge. So you have thin material, and we add layers and layers and layers. And to get succeed, you need to have skills, you need to control, and there is also freedom that you cannot control. That's what I find interesting. So this is just, this is one test what I did in one artist residency in Belgium a long time ago. But I think I take this today because this is maybe the next step where I'm going one day with my art. This is really organic. After my next exhibition, I start to go into this little particles of color. Because now here you see more like there is a person, there is a building, there is a bird, more like items, but it's getting to something more abstract now where I'm going. That was super short. And I hope after my speech here, you can take your time and look each image as an individual work or as a group of works. I don't want to give any rules. This was not planned, what I bring here. I wanted this place well, I put what I thought is the best for here today. What I took with me. So anyway, and about these little works, I have to say also that I've chosen wood as a material and still image because now we are living in the world with thousands and millions and millions of images, and wood and snapshots together with a technique that takes a long time. You have to really choose one image what is strong enough, and because I put it on wood, for me it's like an icon. In the churches also what religion uses much, and I don't want that religions only can use this strong wood. I think it's it should be universal everywhere, like science or everything should use also icons. It's not the right of religion, and that's why they are like free icons. So now I could talk for you about can art be beautiful? And now we could open this.
Yeah. Can you close that?
Because what I find it's really interesting and strange at the same time is that visual art, who should normally present or represent something beautiful, is talking about can visual art be beautiful? Or if it's beautiful, is it enough? And of course then you have to talk or think about what is beautiful and what is art. Can art be beautiful? So, what is beauty? Is it something we can control, or is it something free? In my work, what I'm really interested about are the structures, patterns what human make, and the organic. Somehow, with human, we try to organize everything. We try to give names and labels, and we want to control. Is it beautiful? Yes, sometimes it's really beautiful. It's structured, but also when we label, when we make streets, we put the beton there, but always you can see grass growing somewhere. The organic always comes to something we built. So for me, beautiful is some kind of strange mixture of these two phenomena together. Control and chaos. That's why what I like to do and research with my art. And I wish I do it with visuality and I could not use just words to do it. It's not my language. So let's go to the contemporary art world. Is what contemporary art is. This is a work of Ai Weiwei, who is a Chinese artist, and this time really trendy because he just visited Helsinki Art Museum, and all the art people were there to take selfie with him. So it was one of his art projects. He's there in the middle, and the guy there is one of my Facebook friends, so I just wanted to take this. So he's really trendy contemporary artist. And this is one of his works. And Ai Weiwei has said that his works are more commenting the cultural phenomena than commenting the structure or aesthetic things. So visual artist who is really high valued is saying this. So can we talk about aesthetic things when this is going? And is the only aesthetics what is beautiful? I think that when you have something aesthetically beautiful, you have to have the knowledge of ugliness also. You have to have two sides to respect or to recognize if something is beautiful. So contemporary art changed really much with this work, which is Duchamp's Fontaine. It was made 1917, so everybody recognizes what it is. But from the visual beauty, it changed to talk about something else, phenomena and commenting. And Ai Weiwei said that no, I'm not commenting the form or aesthetics, I'm more commenting, like Duchamp, about the cultural phenomena. It's just so you know what we talk about. So here somebody is really looking about this object. What should I say about this? Okay. But this Ai Weiwei works, which is commenting form or more cultural phenomena, it's also commenting a lot about aesthetics and form, I think so. So what he says is not necessarily the only truth, because he's working with visuality. And here also. These are all chairs, and he comes from China, so this gives, we have the knowledge, what it might be, what it might represent. Where these chairs are put somewhere in a palace, they were chairs for normal people, poor or it's historical thing, and there he used the same chairs as an organic form. Here they are more as pattern. But anyway, there is beauty in both ways. Okay, this is Anis Kapoor. He's another one of the most famous artists in the world. And this artwork is, I think it's talking about mathematics. It's talking about the whole that continues, or physicality, or biology, or anything. He's using his feelings to produce something like this. You don't use language or mathematics. Language, use visuality, and also body, feeling. This is also his work, and it's of course reflection. We were talking about the mirror image today. So who is this guy looking from the mirror? Can we be in the two different places at the same time? What is reality, what is not? And this is also his work. I think this is like any of organs you showed in the video. And this is something where people can go inside and feel the really strange atmosphere. Okay. My background is also, I went to music school as a child, and we were singing Latin choirs. And one of my most strong artists, the art form that has spoken to me was art. One of the most important phenomenon that has really touched me by art was by music. We were teenagers and we were with a choir in Israel, and we were singing in one big old theater place with lots of different choirs, and we were singing the creation of Haydn. So the music went through us, like the particles go through the doors and everywhere. And when I became visual artist, I had really problem. Is it possible that visual art can touch us the similar way than music? And with this work, this is Anis Kapoor's work, it happened. I saw this in Berlin, Guggenheim Berlin, and of course in this image it's object. But when I went there, somehow the material, which is metal, moved in my mind. It moved, it was like skin, leather, something that was really soft, even it's metal. And inside there was a big echo, and it was like, I cannot describe, but it went through me. So after I was, it's possible. And after this, I started to do the big installations. And I don't know if I have succeeded to do anything similar, but anyway, it's maybe possible someday that somebody is touched about life like I was with this work. Is touched and learn something, somebody, or sometimes no. But anyway, I was, okay, let's continue, let's be visual artists, it's possible. And behind this, behind that white wall, there was a hole, rectangle hole, and it looked like a velvet, like black velvet. And it went inside this, and there was again one layer more. So with this work, that you feel you are in many places at the same time. Okay. So that's about these installations. I'm also really interested about the little particles, how to build an image. And this is a Christopher Fool's serigraphy work, where you can see the little rasters, little spots that creates the picture. And I work a lot with these rasters. It's important in my work too. So I, as a human, can see which particles create this work. For me, it's just I need to use my eye. It's not just enough for me that I know. I want to see. And because I know there are many people who can never, or can or don't want to, we are so different, everybody. I think it's important that we are different people who are talking about the same things with different languages. So there is always doors for the beauty. So we can understand, and maybe there will be more balance for good and bad if we keep talking and we don't get tired of all the bad things of this world. So we need to keep these doors open so we can breathe, we can hear the silence, we can hear, because good things happen also. We cannot shut up because there are a lot of noisy, stupid things happening at the same time. So, like for me, I want it to be really visual what I do, so the people who maybe cannot understand more difficult languages or something what is not them, I can talk with my art with every people, well, similar people than me. So it's okay. So what is beautiful? Does it need to be visually beautiful? This is Francis Alice's work. He's a Belgium-based artist, contemporary artist. And this is from his project he's doing performances. And this work touched me really much when I learned what he's doing. He's in the border of Palestine, where was the green line once. And he walked through the, because nobody knew what he was doing. This was filmed, or somebody was documenting this for him, but it was like secret when he was doing this. At the same time, of course, many people knew what he was doing, but not like these guys who are there watching the borders. They had no idea what's happening, that this artwork will be shown in one day somewhere. But he was walking in the difficult areas with this green paint to show the green line. And after it has been exhibited in many places. And this is other of his performances, what he has been doing. And this is the ice cube. And I think it was in Mexico where he did this. So he just walks with the ice cube until it's melted. So the idea is beautiful, the visuality may be not so interesting, but okay. I find really beautiful the little details of the world, little structure or some wild patterns also. This is the work of Simon Antai, and these are paintings. So these little zooms to some organic things will touch and speak to some people and so on. This is Enrique Oliveira. I don't know if I say it right. One important sculptor. So is this beautiful or not? It's talking about difficult things. It's at the same time it's natural and it's human-made, organic, alive and dead. Okay. So, as a material, you have seen what I chose to show you. The wood has been important to me always. I think it's because I'm a Finnish person and I love I've seen wood everywhere, always, as a material. And also, like the hand-eye structure and all the little particles that I'm interested in, they are important also in my work. This is from my atelier, and I will have a museum exhibition in Turku Art Museum this November, and I'm now doing it, the work, and it will be really, really big installation with organic things and also objects, and how can I say, it will be built of this thin material, and there will be my story, like of life, like creation story in the way. I've used symbols like this eye, where it's actually, I have to say, it's eye with the love, where you can see inside the landscape, the tears, and there is this snow from the TV. In the form. And also there is the pattern what I've used from a zebra, and I made this organic ornament from it. So I'm combining many things. I don't really know yet what it will be, because it's a surprise for me. I also want it to be so that I don't know what's happening. But this kind of ideas will be in the show. Zooms to the little things. And also my technique, this serigraphy, what I use, it always gives me surprises. Like this was supposed to be just black and white, but because I make black and white with colors, the mistakes create colors. So I find it amazing that when I'm printing something with a system of cyan, magenta, yellow and black, for some reason the artwork gives me RGB. What is the light, how the light creates colors. This I don't know why this happened. So there is always this mystical part of art. And as artist, I really like to be free of the structures. I don't have to follow any scientific roads. I can jump from there, there, and that's what I find is really fantastic as an artist. So you don't have rules. And this I took just because as printmaker, the mirror gives another world. And this is what I want to talk about. Perfect silence. That's good. I hope we never lose this. And I also want to talk about this, that when we do something for the nature, like this was, this is asphalt, but somehow the mistakes of human rationality have created something beautiful to the street. Or this is actually from Arts Academy, from Helsinki. How two different layers of just spots show us always some miracles and patterns of life. So you saw, before you saw this eye, so it's for vision, and then we have hands and we need to do good, something good with our hands. Yeah. So this is like my new work, what will be shown in November. These are little details of that. So there is organic things going on, we have no idea what's happening. And then at the same time, there is need to organize. I'm talking about this with this work. Or I have the need to organize and let things be. And always the miracles come, like the mirror rules. You can see what is this. I don't know if you can see, but maybe here you can see some text. Maybe. But in the way there is the some kind of face or miracles. This is I've used a mirror image, so it creates a new image. And actually, the starting point of this image has been I burned my tax reports from 2004 when I was allowed. I do every year. I have this ritual because I hate that nobody told when I became artist that I have to do so much of this work. So every year when I can, I take, okay, I can take this year's now, and I put and I burn it when I'm allowed to, and then I take the photos. And this is the photo of ash of one of my budget, year of budget, and here you can see the word Sirkku, that was in one of the bills. You don't know it, but I know it. For me it's important. Okay, it's done now. I can let it go there, and I don't like these numbers, this kind of paperwork at all. So this terrible thing becomes maybe something beautiful after. So ash, printed with all the colors, gives surprises. You see rainbow colors in printed ash. This is the same work that is here. I just wanted to take it here because on the t-shirt it's written the freedom of choices. What does this little girl want to do? You can just imagine. So this is what I do. I want to print black and whites so that you can see all the colors of the rainbow, or all the colors that create it. So there is something between 1 and 0. What we don't see. But I also find the text is really beautiful. And especially it's beautiful when there is need to write it. And that's why I take photos of the street writings when it's done with emotion, strong emotion. I'm here just for you every moment of my life. This photo is actually taken now from a Turku old prison. But this original photo was taken from Quebec. But I think this work was really good in the prison also. Yeah. Contemporary art don't like cats. So I do them sometimes. Just because. Oh, you have to do cats so you can sell. No, just because you don't like that, okay, cat artist. But I do just because. Why not? But sometimes. This is again role my work role as a role differently. And a detail of the new work. And pattern that I thought was really beautiful. Maybe this will be one day in my artwork. Is black and white rules that human has done, and still you see that it will be. So these stitch butterflies are real, and they are beautiful. When you know also the ugly stuff. So these are a few pictures of one installation I did, so you can have the feeling what is my chapel. This is the room before you go inside the toilets. It's it was in Manta a few years ago. The curator asked me, can you do something with this space? And there was only one beautiful thing, it was this big mural. So after I wanted to use it, so it's like transformation. You come from art exhibition, you go through this and you go to the toilet. Our body is always with us, with our beautiful brain and thoughts. We still have the body, and that makes everything beautiful because we have the two sides. Sometimes body is better than thoughts, and sometimes. And it's possible also to dance in this transformation. So this kind of feeling, dancing or enjoying the beauty of life, is sometimes shown in paintings, contemporary paintings, expressions. This is artwork by Rationality. This most beautiful woman in the middle of the picture, that everybody wants to take the picture, is really interesting, especially because the movement that we humans do around her. Visual art, what is it? Hunter dogs. I did last year one work where it was a cow and a dog together. And it was intuition why I did it, but after when I looked at it I was thinking, oh, I will name it history. Because these two animals, dog and cow, made us humans. When we could tame. When we could tame a wolf, it started to be, it became dog, and it helped us really to be kings of the world. We won wolf, and cow helped us to have food. So I just took this because we have in the way, beautiful and ugly side in this image. This is in the same room than Mona Lisa. This is also from the Louvre. And also the love what this food is giving to us. These two kitsch are not so kitsch. Also. Okay. I just wanted to show you 3 little works by Maya Albrecht because she's one of these artists whose work touched me really much. As an artist who uses images a little bit similar than old biology books, but she adds there also the thinking, human thinking, and philosophy. And she also uses this black and white. Okay. So, these are the last pictures I've taken with my little telephone, which is my favorite sketching tool nowadays. And this is taken from TV. And there are analogical and digital forms together, and I find it amazing when you can fix or mix all the different kinds of visual. For me, this is like a mystery. And also to find similar ideas from the jail. This is something that somebody who was in Turku, old Turku prison before has drawn there. It's the similarity of people in every social level. We have the same DNA, but we use it differently. See the patterns? Don't come here, and it's beautiful. And it reflects the sky. This is one of my prints to mix ice a little bit. And this is from Notre Dame, from Paris, from the church. So, our cliches that we use. Everywhere. Control, freedom, beautiful, beautiful, ugly, beautiful. In Finland, it's sometimes really difficult to make beautiful art because our nature is so beautiful. I find that it's easier when you are in the big city to put artwork which is more beautiful, because then they are more like windows for people. Here is why do you use nature as your art point? Because we still have these beautiful landscapes here. Then it's better to put these tags. I'm here just for you every day of my life. So it's always like balancing how to speak. It's political how to speak about beautiful things. Hey, notice you still have this beautiful, don't destroy it. Or, look, it's possible to have this kind of beautiful things if you let things grow and don't control so much. And art institutions, what we have, are also really controlled. That's about freedom of art. Okay. I work because I want to be free. And all the paperwork. This is from the toilet of Pompidou. At least it's pink. They know it's more beautiful to have pink toilet paper in France. So this is comment somebody put in the museum. I think this was from This was not from Pompidou, it was from another museum from Paris, but anyway. Toilets, mais pas nature, but not nature. We have these art museums, but we don't have nature. Yes, we do. This is a forest near Paris. Okay. So, this is the artwork from Pistoletto. This is from Louvre maybe 3 years ago. But our art institutions are really special. They are controlled, but they still give beautiful windows of the history. You never know what is good or what is bad. That's why it's just good that we have various things in this life, and we protect the institutions but still have some freedom. This is from Turku. This is Auralaki. Just after the ice was ice melting. Analogical team structure. Wood structure. Wood structure. Somebody wrote, "You are more beautiful," because they needed to. Now you are with angels forever. Sorry, angel. There is a strong emotion. So what is more beautiful? Is it white, pure, fixed thing, or is it something where you see organism? That's all.